All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honor, the praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Wachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well. Peace, salutations to the elect scattered abroad. All right, this is a quick lesson through the Spirit. All right, and we're going to get right into it. So this lesson will be entitled, it's sifting season. All right, make sure to cleanse out the leaven. Okay, and it's a very important during these times, especially the Passover. Us being so close to the end that we constantly, of course, examine ourselves. All right, now, what the talk of the town, man, which it's very heavy that all this stuff came out during the Passover, and you see time and time again every year, man. Especially with these groups and certain people, it's always something that comes out on these guys that's just completely off, man. All right. And not only is it individual people, but we also seeing the sifting with many, most of the Israelites that's in this truth, that know about the truth, right? Because you actually have a lot of Israelites giving respecters of persons, justifying the wicked, all right, not rebuking, and ultimately being hypocrites. Okay, we seeing from the past, the recent events that happened, all right, with the the whole Sakari situation, where the minds of Israel is really at, man. All right. And we at a point where, man, this is the time to be serious and really look at the judgment of the Lord. This wasn't just a mess up. All right, this was judgment by Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, man. The Lord allowed that to come to light. All right, especially around this time, right, during the Passover, man. All right, this is all in the spirit of power Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. All right, and the Lord will eventually show who got the truth. All right, and show who just a bunch of hypocrites. Show who's really the men of the Lord and who's not the men of the Lord. All right, but with that being said, all right, we could also take that as a lesson. All right, to make sure you're doing the right thing, right? Have integrity. Don't go out there, preaching, preaching the Bible, right? Telling people, what they should and shouldn't do, of course, according to the scriptures. All right, being a prophet, opposing to be a prophet, and behind the scenes, you're doing wickedness. All right, this is an example of the Lord's judgment. All right. And this ain't a thing of out in Saturdays, you a prophet, you a man of the Lord, and then throughout the week you just completely wicked, man. All right, because a lot of guys is going to be exposed. All right, will continue to be exposed. All right, and those that have that will be blameless, doing the work. All right. Having integrity in this thing. All right. Those are the men that the Lord will be dealing with. All right. So this is Philippians 2:12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Okay. So we got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. All right. We in very heavy times, man. All right, every year, man, especially, because, every day, of course, we examine ourselves, right? But even more so around this time, man, because it's a heavy, sifting process. All right. in every year, man, the Lord shows, those who's dealing with them, all right, and those who are not. Those who have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai on them, and those who get exposed. Got too many people who exalt themselves. All right, people being hypocritical. People being carnal. All right, and you see this happen time and time again. Okay. So let me get this 1 Corinthians 5:6. It says, "Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump." All right, and you seeing a lot of leaven, within these groups. You got people in these that's still a part of these groups. From what we hear, right? Allegedly, committing adultery. All right, sodomy. All right, all type of serious offenses, and somehow they still a part of these groups, right? Like you got certain guys like the guy Hakai and Hassad, when they reacted to the whole Alazar situation, it's like they was ready to they had some stuff on them, just in case, he brought out anything that was on them, so these groups, have a lot of stuff going on, man, a lot of wickedness going on, man. All right. And that's a result of, a lot of these different groups having not truly doing it for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, doing it to prosper in this world, to be viewed as like you want some type of level. All right, to have all the people on your side, and that's why, with this whole situation, because if it was GMS, right, we we wouldn't hear the end of it, man. Would it be no mercy talk and all this other stuff, man? No. All right, because at the end of the day, it's the same thing as in because we living in that generation where Jake, they chose Barabbas over Yahweh Shai, man. All right, so of course, nowadays, they're gonna choose guys like Alazar over the true prophets. All right, which are the men of GMS. Okay, you ain't gonna catch a brother in that type of scandal, man, in that type of madness. Okay, and we keep things in order over here, man. If a brother's caught, doing committing adultery, he's out the camp, man. There's no questions asked. Okay. But when you have these guys is just having these passes committing adultery, because that's going on a lot in these different groups, right? And doing all sorts of wickedness. Now what happened? All right, everything come crashing down, man. But that's why we got to make sure that we're right. All right, because just like these other groups is getting judged, right? If we're not, doing what we got to do, staying diligent. All right, doing what we got to do in order to please the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We're not constantly, purging out the leaven we may have. All right, we can get hit with that judgment as well. Okay. But that's why you got to have the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, not exalt yourself, because you will be exposed. All right. This is Matthew 23:28. Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. And that's what we seeing. All right. Not just from, these different camp leaders, but these the followers, right? You got the other guys who just pop up on the comment boards, just you don't even know who these guys are, right? all on the side of Alazar, man. It's that guy. It's that guy, man. You know, he knows how to win over the people, right? He tugs your the people's emotions. You know, caters to the women. All right, you know, these different camp of appease to the world. All right, you know, and that's why they loved by the world so much, right? Like when like the week before, man, when he slandered, you know, GMS, you know, saying we was grapists and you know, things of that nature, right? You know, nobody came to our defense. You know, nobody you know, nobody came to our defense, you know, saying, oh, this is the same group that teaches this, the same group that does this, that does that. And the week after he get judgment for it, right? Now everybody feel bad for him, right? You know, he crying on, you know, camera, you know, and you know, saying all this and that, you know, exposing, you know, his own congregation, you know. It was just a complete mess, you know. And these people are still on his side, man. Oh, mercy, you know, which he can repent, you know, but he still got to get rebuked sharply, man. It's a shame, you know, especially doing what he was doing, man. You know, the things that he was doing. All right, you know, you know that shame got to come, that judgment, you know, that rebuke has to come. You know, it ain't just oh brother, it's all good, and no, man. All right, this is a serious offense. Okay. So you know, after that, he had no choice but to humble themselves, and that's why we tell, you know, brothers, you know, we got to stay humble. You know, we all got to stay humble. We can't, you know, exalt ourselves to be on this level. All right, you know, over your teachers, right? Over your elders and apostles. You know, disrespecting your elders, right? You know, that ain't the type of spirit to be in, man. All right. So this is the book of Proverbs 1:26. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour my spirit out unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have said at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh. All right. And basically, you know, this guy got what was coming to him. Right. He had plenty of time, plenty of chances to repent. You know, we got on this guy, you know, multiple times. Right. And he chose not to be repentant. He chose to be proud, you know. And when he finally get judged, right? When he get judged, you know, for the things that he's been doing, all right, and it's all good, you know. Now everybody feel bad. Everyone is on his side. Everyone is you know, sad for him, right? You know, and that just shows the, you know, hypocrisy of the people, you know, because if it was anybody else, right, especially from GMS, mainly from GMS, all right, you know, it would have been a whole different story, man, you know. But you know, that's hey, you know, that's the Lord, you know, just you know, showing who he's dealing with, you know, and showing who he's not dealing with. All right, you got a lot of guys who's unserious, you know, a lot of guys who's mixing you know, different doctrines, you know, watching all the camps, you know, got that unity spirit, you know, saying you were Israelite, but then you equally yoked with unbelievers, man. All right. You know, you going on these, you know, different podcasts and getting paid and, you know, things like that. Now all of a sudden, you know, the Lord could potentially come in 1,000 years, man. All right. You know, and this is why you know, you gotta stay on point. You gotta stay diligent. You know, don't say you know, because you got a certain guy. It was I think it was a Kai who said that, you know, he got a life outside of this, outside the truth. You know, and that's the type of spirit these guys have, man. And that's why you know, that whole the whole Sakari, you know, the sect of Sakari, you know, got exposed like that. You know, they ain't really men of the Lord. They ain't true men of the Lord, man. You know, they doing all sorts of wickedness behind the scenes, and now it's all coming out ugly because the leader got exposed. You see? But you know, that's pretty much you know, the point. That's all I really wanted to get into. So with that, I'd like to give all the honor, the praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, Shalom.